Hello and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, where today we're going to be investigating some pins that we've set, but also where I've remembered a few things, and also I did quite a bit of things in between episodes. So, basically what I did between episodes, let's actually look over at my gear here. I realized I had a lot of ancient parts, so I went and made all this stuff and then upgraded. And I also found Killian and got this from him. And basically I went and searched up a bunch of lizards of varying flavors, as well as frogs and whatnot, to upgrade basically as many things as I could. I also tracked down a few shooting stars to get these upgraded to where they are. And yeah, also did some cooking, so got a few of these. Turns out these do stack, so that's nice, but they give more health when they're seared versus iced. Because yeah, icy gourmet meat, 3 hearts versus seared, 4.5. Yeah, did some cooking, did a lot of stuff. And while I was tracking down the frogs and whatnot, I spotted a few things that I had a feeling will probably lead to Koroks. So I've put some leaf stamps around in various places, and then this was... I don't remember what was here, but it was definitely something that caught my eye. And then this used to be a pin, but now it's a stamp because I was using pins to go find stars and whatnot. And I also happened to spot a shrine over here while I was farming up guardian parts here. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened, but none of it is exactly stuff that hasn't been seen. Like, the only thing you haven't seen me do is chase down a shooting star, which is really you just sit up here looking off over this way at night, and then when you see a star fall, you put a pin in it, and then you go to it. Hooray. So yeah, that's the stuff I've done. And now, I've also remembered that there was the whole... We went here to try and find a Goron, and then we got completely sidetracked. So let's go back to see if we can find that Goron, because I am a little interested in getting whatever's happening in Terrytown done. Because if we end up having another town to do stuff at or get stuff from, that could be neat. And we're going to have to put on some of that fire res gear, which I haven't actually upgraded too far, but hey, look, we're fireproof. Oh, also, while working on the Guardians, I kind of lost a bunch of shields. Weapons, not so much. And it turns out the Master Sword actually does double damage against Guardians, so that's neat. There is a Korok over there somewhere. And I am interested in getting it, but I'm also interested in finding that Goron, which I'm pretty certain is not over there. Oh, also, I got another Bigoron sword. So now I've got the one that's on display in my house. And this one, which is nice because the one that we've got on us is very powerful. Also, there had been a blood moon while I was doing the stuff, so Don't be surprised if enemies are back. So let's go ahead and just glide on down from here. So we're looking for a Goron whose name ends with Sun. And I'd imagine he is probably hanging out in the mining place. Hang on a moment. There's a Korok balloon to pop, by the look of things. Right above this updraft. Yep. But that's too far away, and I should not have put that bomb there. And this isn't one of those updrafts that refills your stamina. Blew up the bomb while we weren't near it. Seemed like a good plan. There. And now to continue on over. So yeah, there's where more Gorons are. Looking for one whose name ends with Sun. Why aren't you bursting into flame? Oh, you're wearing a hat. Oh. 10. Sure. I know I had a bunch, but I used them, so... Well, I guess I've got 10. Hey, buddy. You're not going to burst into flames upon giving it to me, are you? Oh. I'm already wearing some of that. That's hardly worth it. Your name doesn't end with Sun. What, they got a tiny kid working here too? Well, hey, got some lizards back. Grumble, okay. Do you know where I might find Goron with the name ending in Sun?
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh. Okay, let's come back at night then.
Oh.
Hmm. There is. Guy's making a new town. Needs some help. Hooray! So there were 2 suns. All right, now let's go after this Korok. And then we'll also maybe see what's at the end of the tracks instead of getting so super ultra sidetracked. It is easy to get super ultra sidetracked in this game. Get in the hole. Okay, so I can stasis this thing when we're next to where we want to be, which is that first skull. So that's how we're going to get there. This might have been a bad plan. Yep. Okay, so there's our balloon. Flies around quite erratically. And yet it does follow a path. You know what? Right there. Oh, it's a bit farther than I expected. Maybe going for it when it's coming up through here is the best idea. Oh, that was close. That was closer still. We actually have to be standing next to the pinwheel for it to exist. Dang it. This balloon is slippery. Okay, maybe going for it here is the better plan, because, well, here. Because it stays in kind of one spot for a slight bit longer. Though I do need to fire at the right time still. Oh. Actually here, where it's looping forward. Okay, that was just aimed slightly wrong. So was that. Sounds like a blood moon is coming. Yep, that's a blood moon. Well, looks like we're pretty stranded here, so I guess we'll just warp back here and hop back on the minecart. And let's also remove this leaf stamp. I sincerely wish it was possible to auto-skip that. Oh, another thing that happened between episodes. While I was farming up hot-footed frogs, I went back to the Great Plateau. And it turns out there are silver bokoblins there now. Looks like there's a shrine at the end of this track. There'd be dead guardians around here. Yep, sure enough, that's a shrine. And now it's an active shrine. And now it's a shrine that we're going inside. It's amazing how many different things it's been in just the last few seconds. It looks a little bit lava-y in here. Blue flame. So we've got water. We've got updrafts. We've got lava. We've got a thing to magnet up and walk under. So is there going to be a blue flame that we have to use to light torches then? Looks like it. Wonder what's gonna go here and let us bridge this gap. Let's get this right about there. Except we needed to get onto it. You know what? We can bring it closer. We can step from thing to thing as we go for this chest over here. Nothing says we gotta do it in one go. That would only be the case if there was only one of these. But as there are two, we can just leap from one to the other. That's a little... There we go. And what's in the box? Alright. A royal bow with durability up plus. Seems pretty nice. Seems better than a royal bow with durability up that we've already used a bit. Just gonna equip this one so that we are ready to use it up first. Okay, so now we want to actually get these so they're forming some steps directly down. Make it a little easier and safer, especially because we can't use our magnet while we've got a torch out. Let's just throw that torch away. It hardly went anywhere, but that's okay. We've got a new torch. And there we go. So apparently later on we'll cause something to roll down here, I guess, and that'll let us make the crossing. Gotta not get spritzed on here. Well, this is... Oh-ho. Had to lower the torch. And now that's going up and down, and I guess we need to shoot an arrow from here to get that one lit. And there we go. And that raises that up. And then we get to press a button, which looks like it'll cause that spike ball to come rolling down on our heads. So I'll be ready with the magnet. Nice try. Oh. Well, I guess it's gone now. Hopefully we didn't need it. And got some little guardian guys. Hey guys. So it looks like the Master Sword doesn't do double damage against these little jerks. But that's okay, it doesn't need to. So apparently us being fireproof made it so that me falling in the lava didn't cause damage? Or did I gain health somewhere? Oh no, it's I had a spare heart. That's what it was. That's pretty nice. A 53 damage Great Flame Blade is better than this 34 damage one with Long Throw. Goodbye! Wow, that actually looks pretty cool when you throw it. Also, I found a freaking 60 damage one-hander, which is very nice. Oh, we need to bring flame. There's our torch. There's our torch. Excuse me, need flame. And then we've got to light 3 more. Oh, but it looks like 2 of them will get doused. So we need to figure out a way to make them not get doused. Or perhaps to light them simultaneously. First, let's take a look. Okay, we can stasis 1. But can we... No, we can't. Is there any way for us to block them? No, I think stasis and then... Yeah, this is the way to do it. Might have been able to use a spread shot bow to do it, but I think the spread is actually not wide enough. And I still need to bring some fire through here. Okay, so now I need to fire an arrow such that it gets both of these at once. Like that. And then we can glide across. But we need more flame. So let's land here to get that lit. Okay. So we need this to be lit, but also on the other side. So let's magnet it over before lighting it, because it would just get turned off. And we'll leave it right about there. Looks like we'll be able to get to the chest and get back. And then it's a simple matter of using another arrow from over here. And 'tis lit. So yeah, from here. Oh, the chest is magnetic. That makes things easier. Oh, you get back up here. This shrine has lots of chests. And that was a nice one. We'll bring this just all the way over. Didn't mean to whistle. And now we can carry the flame again. But apparently, can't light the ground with it. At least, not easily. There we go. Except that's red fire. We wanted blue fire. We actually don't really need to grab these. These aren't even pluses. They just show higher damage because they do more damage than a torch. Also, hello. Ooh, but that one's not magnetic, so we actually need to glide to it. Thankfully, there's this updraft right here that we can use to get to and from this thing. 27 damage on a one-hander. That is a hard sell. We'll go ahead and leave it there. So, let's get some more blue. Wonder if they're going to give me another torch anywhere in here. Looks like probably not. Link, I don't know why you seem to think you're in combat. And we need... Oh, that's why. It's so that we can light all of these at once. Link, come on. Why'd you miss the last one? Also, what's in here? All right. Maybe if I face this way, it'll work better. Nope. Though I think that was just I wasn't standing quite centered. Oh. Kind of need the flame. Link. It's your fault. Need to get in there without poking the thing. And then... There we go. That was a pretty cool shrine. And now, let us leave. So, if I want to get to that shrine, what's the best way to do it? Are these shallows? Well, there's more than just the one shrine. But let's go here and check out these two things that I think are Koroks. All the way back on the Great Plateau. Also, it turns out they give you this for a reason. Which really isn't a surprise, it's just... I didn't understand the reason when I first discovered it. But those two chests there that are difficult to get to because they're out on a bog. There are two ways I can think to get to them. One, use this as a platform. Or two, you can just do this. But one of them you use as a rune that you got right over there, so. And you may have noticed the first thing I thought to be a Korok. See, there's this metal ball here attached to a chain that leads to this stump that's got a hole in it. So I'm thinking, put the ball in the hole, and maybe a Korok happens, but need to actually get ball into hole. Hey, I was right. So, let's get rid of this stamp. And then right, not very far away at all, there's this rock that's all by itself. And sure enough, that's another Korok. Yeah, a rock by itself hiding under other rocks. That means something. So that's it for the Great Plateau. For now, at least. Over here, there was a glowy spot that was running around, so that's 100% for sure a Korok. No real fast way to get there, though. Maybe if we go to this shrine, we can walk up to here, though. That's not even a maybe. That's a for sure. Walking isn't hard. Doesn't get us any closer to the Korok, though. But that Korok's in the middle of Hyrule Field, and it's swarming with Guardians yet again because of the Blood Moon, so... I'm not super into wanting to go there again just yet. I still need to find the last Great Fairy. There are 4 of them, right? Pretty sure there's 4. Uh-oh. That person's getting attacked again. But we're way over here, so... Okay. It's almost like they want to be attacked, considering they're just running back and forth across the bridge. Rather than trying to run in one direction and actually escape. Seriously? I bet they're gonna berate me for being too late. When really it's their own fault for having just been running back and forth across the bridge instead of actually doing something that could get them to safety. What weapon do I even want to use right now? Let's use this. Get up! I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to take this road. Seems there's nothing going on here. Other than, like, 500,000 explodey barrels. And why are these here? For use on those guys, I suppose. But I'm not super interested in that right now. I bet this forest has lots of apples. Also, it's probably got a Korok or two. Just by virtue of being a forest in this game. Hey, look. An apple. Also a mushroom, which is what I grabbed. And more apples. And apples. Why, yes, I do believe this Applean forest seems to be made of apple trees. Primarily. But there's also truffles and stuff. Ooh, and a Hinox. Hey, buddy. You want to tussle? Seriously, I wish the camera didn't want to lock onto his eye when he was sitting down and covering it. But then again, if we can actually get the reach for it, that works. Nearly done. Don't even need to hit his eye. And since this one's not bones, he can give us guts. Why would you roast a hardy bass? That ruins it. So, royal broadswords are worth keeping. But if I get rid of this thing, then I'm out of non-metal weapons, basically. And that's not the greatest plan, so I guess the royal broadsword just gets to sit on the floor. Yep. Oh well. I'd get rid of my torch, but I'd imagine it's probably worthwhile to hold on to it even if it's almost broken, just in case I need to use it again. So how many of the big fat apple trees are there? Or not apple trees, but just the big fat trees. I think there were 2 of them. Yeah, there's one, and then there's probably another elsewhere, but let's climb to the top of this one, just in case. Also, let's look around it. Okay, nothing around it, but maybe up top. Eggs. That's not a Korok. But hey, we can see better from here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a few more big trees. Unless they've got knot holes or something. I doubt they would have a Korok on top. But then again, I'd also be surprised if there were no Koroks to find in that forest. Hey, squirrel. You know, I bet this structure that's toppled over the road probably hides something. Nothing on top. And looks like nothing below either. So I guess it doesn't hide anything. But maybe its twin over here does hide something. Nope, just a better vantage point. Well, let's cross this bridge, because that'll take us pretty much to where the shrine is. Oh, we've got ourselves a fire whiz robe. I would kill him for his wand, but I don't have anywhere to put it. Could replace the torch, but fire wands. Seriously? Bomb arrows? Yeah, the thing about fire wands is you can't carry a blue flame with them. Which apparently we never know when we'll need a blue flame. I didn't expect to see them inside of a shrine, but sure enough it happened. Well, this is going to be an easy one. Or is it? Is the last balloon hiding inside? Oh, yep, it is. Apparently I can shoot through the log just fine. And so we continue onward to the shrine. Seems there might be an electric whiz robe. Not a fan of those. Ow. I need to change my equipment, because I should not be wearing this at the moment. So we'll grab that, and that, and these. And then I sold a bunch of my electric resist food because I had way too much. But can still use this because I need the health, and the electro res isn't bad here. Well, so much for that weapon. I guess we'll use a Savage Lionel sword. Ow. Come on. No, no, that is my sword, you filthy skeleton. And no, you are not freaking calling down the thunder. Okay, let's throw away this bokoblin arm and grab this thunderstorm rod. So was there any reason to come in here other than the rod? Doesn't look like it. Hang on. Okay, that's not an entrance, that's just a knot. I don't care about no moblin skeleton. Where's the shrine? Is it on top of this big tree? Well, we found it, apparently. No, no keys, no. There it is. How did I see this from a distance? Oh, I must have seen it through here. Kind of. Like, there is not a huge gap, but somehow I was able to see it and pin it from a distance. Well, actually, it's time for this episode to end, so join us next time when we enter this shrine. See you then, friends.